These are 5 fantasy series that really reward a reread. With these 5 series, you may actually get more from the reading experience the second time around. First up, The Ryeira Revelations by Michael J. Sullivan. Now, Michael J. Sullivan planned out this entire series in advance, and I think you can truly appreciate that when you reread it. Once you know the reveals and the payoffs that are coming, you'll start to notice a lot of subtle foreshadowing and setups that you might have missed the first time around. I know I did. Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. Speaking of foreshadowing, Brandon Sanderson is one of the best at it, in my opinion. And this series is peppered with so many little Easter eggs and clues about what's coming that it is damn near impossible to catch all of them on your first read. I think this is one big reason why pretty much all of Brandon Sanderson's books are extremely rereadable. You always find some new stuff. The Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb. I know, I just cannot help putting this series in my videos, and I probably never will stop. Now granted, it is a big ask to reread a 16-book saga, but if you do somehow have the time, I think it's worth it. No one writes characters with the nuance and emotional depth that Robin Hobb does. And on a second read, I think you'll develop a much fuller understanding of the characters in this series and how their choices, their experiences, and their traumas really shape their journeys. The Licanius Trilogy by James Islington. This is one of those series where once you know how everything ends, it totally changes the way you view the context of the whole story. So I think that on a reread, knowing what you would now know, a lot of things in these books will take on an entirely new meaning. I think it should be a totally different reading experience the second time around, honestly. And finally, The Founders Trilogy by Robert Jackson Bennett. Now, I did really enjoy this series, but it is very complex and ambitious. And frankly, quite a few aspects of it went over my head, especially in the second book. So if you're like me, a reread will probably allow you to slow down a bit and understand a few more of the intricacies of this fascinating world and its unique magic system. Okay, so is there a book or series that you enjoyed more on your second read than you did on the first? Drop a comment and let me know.